In lawyer trouble news.
Oh.
Submitted by Mada Mada.
Mada.
The Supreme Court will now hear the case of a man whose lawyer defied him during a murder trial.
What does that mean?
Defied him? Like, I ain't gonna help you.
Like, went against his will?
Went against his wishes.
Ooh.
Against his lawyer's wishes?
No, against the client's
Defendant.
So the client says, I plead not guilty, and the lawyer goes,
You're guilty.
He pleads guilty.
That's exactly what happened.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Oh, the lawyer with the fucking conscience.
But it's also not what
Or he was trying to get a better bargain.
it's also not what he's sworn to do.
And that's exactly the reason. Nikki hit it.
Wait, Nikki hit it?
Boom, boom, boom.
Oh man, what'd she hit?
The lawyer was trying to do a plea bargain, and the guy was like, I'm not guilty. I'm not gonna say I'm guilty. And the lawyer was like, he's guilty to try to get the better deal.
Did you read the story? Because that's exactly what
I
happened.
just was guessing because like I was trying to
It
think of
seems
motive.
like kind of common. Not common, but then that seems like logical.
That's the only reason that he would.
And it is actually kind of common for lawyers, like especially in a trial like this. So this man, his name is Robert McCoy.
Didn't know that, did you, Nikki?
I didn't know that. You got me, Steve.
Didn't think so.
Got me real good.
Thank you.
Stupid, you're all jealous.
You got one, but she still got one more on you because it's 2-1 now.
Okay, all right, we'll see.
I got my money on Steve. He's gonna catch up.
Hey, we got a lot of time on the video. Look down there, baby.
I'll show you, Bart. I'll show you.
Don't even worry about it. Look at that, baby. I got a lot of time to make this up.
I got your back, Nikki. We got this.
Thank you, Gio.
Bart, count on you.
Yep.
I bet this took place in a courtroom.
Another one.
Whole
No,
three.
that's too obvious. Too obvious. That's too obvious. Come on.
All right, so back in May of 2008 in northern Louisiana, Robert McCoy was accused of killing his ex-wife's mother, stepfather, and teenage son. So he's being accused of these 3
Killing
murders.
the whole family.
Robert claims that he was out of state at that time and that these people died from a police-led drug ring. That's what he's claiming. So Larry English is the lawyer here. He was hired by his McCoy's parents.
His last name is English?
Yes.
Kind of cool.
That's really dope.
Yeah, so English here, he thought that the case was unwinnable, and so due to a ton of evidence against McCoy, which I don't know what the evidence was, and so he proposed a plan to plead guilty, like what Nikki was saying, so then McCoy would not be put on death row. So English is saying that he felt that as long as he was his attorney, like it was his ethical duty to do what he thought was best to save his life, even though he wanted him to get acquitted. So
Wait a minute. So, is there a police conspiracy behind all of this? Because Mr. McCoy is stating that a police-led drug ring is what killed that family.
That's what it sounds like to me.
And to shh everything up.
He's the fall guy. He's the fall guy.
Yeah.
Bribed the lawyer.
See?
So what's going on?
I smell the Rico coming.
Definitely could get these guys on Rico.
2 points. Ding, ding, ding.
Can we get a?
There's no Rico yet.
If we get Rico,
Can we
that's
get a
2
point?
Take
Taken
you get a
away.
Rico.
Oh, we'll get a Rico.
I don't know if you can Rico the cops.
Oh, fine.
Joe, come on, man.
There you go. Thank you, Joe.
Yeah.
I'm indifferent.
Yeah,
I'm not.
thank you,
My
Joe.
Jess isn't here. Hey, Tiff, we gotta be the unbiased balancers, all right?
All right, we'll see. We'll see.
Don't join any side.
I'll never forget this. I'll never forget this.
Take it to the
I
grave,
got a
Steve.
long memory. Don't
That's
even worry
just
about
him
it.
saying he's on our
I
side.
got the longest.
No. I'm on the side of the law.
yeah, so then English plan, like I previously mentioned, it's not uncommon. So he was just trying to lessen the punishment, because then for him it was saying like, why would we say that we're not guilty and then he's found, or that he's not guilty and then he's found guilty, and then at that point ask the jury for leniency in the sentencing, because the jury is the same one that would somehow determine the sentencing as well. So that's what the lawyer was saying, like, I was just trying to back you up and make sure you don't get sent to death row.
So that there was so much evidence that the lawyer was like, oh, he's for sure gonna get convicted as guilty, so we might as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Jeez.
Yeah, but the court still charged McCoy anyway.
And that
You
name?
can't hop on
That's
it.
what I'm guessing.
I got a point, Ed. You can't hop on
I'm
it.
guessing. Hold on, I'm
Liar.
guessing here. Okay, I'm
I need to buy a
guessing.
new one of these.
I'm guessing
You
that
did
the,
double.
that the court still charged McCoy.
Where's the fucking
Imaginary
gum
gum.
fucking
Imaginary
come
gum
from?
What is it?
Where's the fucking gum come from?
And he just chews on his tongue and pretends it's gum all the time.
And then he moves his tongue back to back.
I actually have gum. Look.
Why are you chewing? You're not supposed to be chewing gum on
Yeah,
the
you're not
film.
allowed to chew gum on this show.
Ooh, now you got in trouble.
Ooh, you get a point taken away.
I don't.
Yeah, I agree.
Nobody said that.
So then McCoy did not agree with what the lawyer was proposing. And so he tried to fire English, but the judge said that it was already too late. And so in 2011, McCoy was convicted of first-degree murder and sentenced to death.
Oh no!
Yep. And so in 2017, McCoy argued that his constitutional rights as a criminal defendant were violated. He said, quote, "Your Honor, this is unconstitutional for you to keep an attorney on my case when this attorney is completely selling me out." Also, the Sixth Amendment guarantees a right to the assistance of counsel. And so other lawyers that are commenting on this, they're saying that English's actions were wrong because, again, McCoy did not agree. If he did agree, then that would have been perfectly fine. And so the lawyer should have been fighting for what the client wants, because at the end of it all, it's the client that ends up suffering the consequences. Now where we're at is McCoy's trying to see if this can all be appealed somehow. So
With the Supreme Court?
But he's sentenced to death, right? Damn.
yeah, that's why it went all the way to Supreme Court.
Granted, usually on death row you got like 12 years, unless you're in Texas or right.
And they're just gonna totally dismiss his point that they were a part of a drug conspiracy with the
Yeah, that
police.
part was so breezed over in the article. Like, I want to know more about that too.
Me too.
Yeah, how did he come to that conclusion?
Because I've watched plenty of movies where the police is also involved in the drug smuggling and
Yeah,
stuff.
dude. 100%. It's every fucking movie.
I just want to see it.
I believe that.
I mean, it happens so much that it's a movie trope.
Well, in Monster, we just watched a documentary about Eileen from, you know,
Eileen, what's her last name, Nikki?
I forget her last name.
Like, come on,
Eileen
Eileen.
Warnos, homie.
There you go. There you go. Yeah, so the lady who the movie Monster was based off of, and she is like, the police wanted me to kill because like they wanted to make a movie out of this, and because she was the first female serial killer, and she was like, they knew I was like, you know,
They
fucked
knew.
up.
She said, and they knew I was killing, and they let me keep killing because they wanted me to be a serial.
For real?
Yeah, that's what she says.
What the
But
fuck?
wasn't she kind of like not all there? I mean,
I don't know. That's what the news said.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You know what I'm saying?
So, what was her thing? Like, how did she know they were letting her do it?
Well, that's what she thinks because she was leaving evidence fucking everywhere. She's like, I didn't do it with gloves. Like my fingerprints were all over the place. Like I was just killing these guys and throwing them into dishes and stuff. She wasn't like trying to cover her tracks.
Yeah.
It was too easy for her.
Right.
She's like, you guys are that
How
fucking
many
dumb.
guys did she? She didn't kill like
like 6 or
like
7.
13. Like it was like 13, but it started off in self-defense. So like she had killed like 7 guys that like tried to rape her, or, like you know, abused her and
7
stuff.
guys.
Holy shit.
That's what she
Yeah,
said.
prostitute,
That's what she said.
right?
Because she was a prostitute and guys would get weird.
But then towards the end, she just started killing for money. Like, so like at first, because she was getting away with it, so it was like, well now, and then that's when her values started getting shifted, because it was like
First she was killing for
she
revenge,
needed money,
and then it became she was killing
that
for
was
money.
an easy way to get money, and
Damn.
yeah. But then in the court, they didn't believe her that it was self-defense at all in any of the cases. And then they were letting her sit on death row forever, and she's just like, kill me already, just kill me. But they wouldn't let her get killed either.
And then Charlize Theron won an award because she made herself look ugly for the part. Don't you love that shit when they do that? Like when Nicole Kidman had a fake nose on for the hours to make herself look uglier. They were like, "You're so fucking brave."
Wait, she had a fake nose for the hour?
Yeah. You're so brave to look ugly on camera for 2 hours.
Wow.
Yeah, it's amazing.
What a saint.
Hollywood's amazing.
That's fucking crazy.
But Charlize Theron was really good acting-wise.
She was fucking bomb, yeah.
I heard the justice system is so fucked up.
It is.
That the people in it don't even believe it anymore.
Yeah.
They just know it's just a big game.
No, it's just
The
like
more they
whoever
know
has
about it,
more
yeah.
money
Yeah,
wins.
these lawyers and stuff,
Yeah.
they're always like broken and
I was sued before, and that's when I realized
Whoever-
that
yeah,
justice
that's-
system was fucked, because if you have more money, you win.
That's exactly how it works.
Yeah.
Like, if you have more money, you are the winner.
That's what happened all through the 90s with Microsoft, dude. Like Microsoft would just like basically wholesale take companies'
Yeah, that's why they get viruses.
ideas. They would do their shit for free, and then they'd fuck this whole company over.
Yeah.
And then if this company tried to sue them, they just fucking sued back and just like sued them out of existence.
So that's why Microsoft had so many virus problems, because then those companies would become virus makers, and they would only attack Windows and like PCs and stuff.
And now everyone's like, Bill Gates is the fucking man because he went on Reddit and he did Reddit Secret Santa and gave away Xboxes and shit. Like I love it. I love it.
Well, the kids on Reddit don't even remember the 90s, so
No.
I mean they weren't alive, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, so this is McCoy,
Hatfield and McCoy.
and this is English. English doesn't practice law anymore. He's in real estate development.
That looks like a real estate
It's a better
picture.
racket.
Yeah.
Tell you that.
Not a lawyer
You don't have to deal
picture.
with people's lives.
Yeah,
Man,
that's a lot of
that's
pressure.
That's
Fate
stressful.
of people's lives.